FTP over SSL is very similar to native FTP. The syntax is the same and the protocol is the same. With a bit of configuration, encryption can be added to what we've come to know and love. In the ZOS arena, FTPS is already available as part of the base FTP offering you already have installed. They both provide some nice ZOS specific features such as MVS dataset support, JES support, and SMF reporting on some key events. FTPS also accommodates X509 certificates and Kerberos. Services from outside parties such as VeriSign, Equifax, and several other vendors can do the verification work to make sure the person is who they say they are. And since the server and client were designed to work with ZOS, use of RACF keyrings is available for management of certificates. That all sounds great. It has a lot of features you might be looking for. So what's the downside? Well, as I mentioned earlier when we were discussing FTP and firewalls, that encryption adds a bit of a problem to the workaround of passive FTP. Remember how the server passed the port to connect back to the server on the command connection and how the firewall might sniff that to provide temporary dynamic access for the client? Well, now the data on the command connection is encrypted, so the firewall can no longer sniff it. And even though there are FTPS servers and clients available on most platforms, they're not always as likely to be configured and active everywhere. So when does FTPS make good sense? FTP over SSL is a great candidate for transfers between LPARs and a sysplex. Usually there isn't a firewall between them. The data could still be sniffed, however, even if it is over hypersockets, but it's less likely. By using FTPS, you can protect yourself from sniffers. The I-Series also is commonly loaded with an FTPS server and client, so that's another good possibility. And it's not uncommon for the Z-Series and I-Series systems to live close together on so firewalls might not be in play. Other platforms might also have the functionality available, but the further apart the partners are, the more likely there will be firewalls that will be needing to be configured to allow the multi-connection traffic.